Good morning, guys. It is a beautiful Friday. I cannot wait to get out in the car. I've been driving a lot over the last couple of days in the morning and at night after streaming at like midnight. I already got harassed by the cops once. I didn't have my camera with me, unfortunately. Wasn't anything major, but this car definitely turns heads and it definitely gets the attention of the cops. And what more to get more attention from the cops than to get my windows tinted. So today is going to be our first modification on the C63s Coupe. I don't really have a name for her yet, so I'm just gonna call her the Bowsette for now. Maybe that will stick, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. But we're going to get the windows tinted. I got an appointment in a half hour. It's gonna take about 20 minutes to get there. I'm not 100% sure on the level of tint that I'm gonna get yet. Obviously, you can't go too dark because the cops will give you a really hard time, especially for the windows in the front. So I'm gonna ask the guy there and see what he thinks and what I can get away with. But without further ado, let's rev this baby and get out of here. Oh my God. All right, guys, we're still on our way to go and get the windows tinted. Thought I'd just turn on the camera and give you guys my first thoughts of the car so far, and it's absolutely incredible. I'm a firm believer that I have never driven a real car until I bought this. I mean, I have driven in, obviously I've never driven in like a supercar before, but I've driven in some really nice cars. Some of my friends have really nice cars, and there's something about this vehicle that is just, it's hard to explain. The power, the look, the feel, it's crazy. And obviously I can't give you like a full review of the car yet, but in terms of an everyday drive, and I've driven the M4, in terms of the everyday drive, this car absolutely smokes the M4. That's gonna make some BMW fanboys really mad, and I'm a BMW fanboy, but just driving around the city, I mean, the exhaust alone, listen to this. I mean, I'm just driving around, it just pops and crackles and gurgles and spits. It's just amazing. I drive down the road and everybody looks. It's I mean, I guess it's a good and bad thing, but and it really helps. Like, the paint, the color of this car, the matte gray, it just looks so aggressive, and it's so different than anything else that's around. It's definitely a head turner. They just can't help themselves. Listen, downshift. Just dumb. Just dumb. So this weekend, I'm gonna be taking my mom, my dad out in the car. I'm gonna get them to drive it, so we'll get the reaction. And also, I'm gonna go and get another GoPro, and I'm gonna hang it up top here on the moonroof and have a different angle for you guys. I do have a GoPro Hero 3 Plus or something like that at home, but it takes a different battery. It's got different settings, and I'd rather just be consistent with the GoPro 5. And I can also have voice activation just to tell the camera when to turn off and turn on, which makes my life a lot easier. I didn't want to have to spend another 500 bucks on a camera, but we're just gonna have to do it. That way I can get you guys multiple angles, and it'll just be more enjoyable, and I can kind of switch from angle to angle, because I've already had a bunch of people like, dude, I want to see the console, and I will show that off in full detail, and I'll go through my entire spec on the car. But once again, man, I just got this 2 days ago, and I had to stream for the last 2 days. Even though I only streamed, 16 hours in the last 2 days, I still got out in the mornings and late at night just to start putting some kilometers on the car so that I can get this thing broken in, so that I can start, testing it out and seeing the real power and stuff. I'm just being easy on it right now for obvious reasons. So I will show you guys everything. Obviously, I'm gonna be showing you the tint and stuff like that today. And I'll show you guys before and after pictures. I'll take the camera out and show you guys what the car looks like right now without the tint. I also have to go to Home Depot and get a couple of things to clean the car. I do have some product here with me, and I got some microfibers, but there's a few things that my detail guy told me I should get because of the matte paint. It's like a blessing and it's a curse. It's a blessing because the matte gray looks incredible. I mean, fuck, it looks amazing. I'm just so pumped about the color, but you have to take special care of this matte paint. You can't do a lot of things that you can with regular paint. So that's kind of the downside, but the upside is it looks amazing, and everybody that I've seen was like, holy fuck. That's the first thing they see is like, man, look at the color. So if I can suggest one thing, if you get the C63s Coupe or any other type of C63, or I don't know what this paint will look like on a BMW or a, I don't know, it wouldn't look good on a Mustang, but I don't know, an Audi or some shit. I have no idea, but the matte gray looks incredible. I think it would look nice on a BMW, but man, it looks sharp on a Mercedes. Holy shit. But anyway, I'm going over the bridge. It's gonna get loud. Let's go. Okay guys, so I just want to give you a look at what the car looks like before the tint. So, just a quick little walk around. So as you can see, it looks like there's a minimal factory tint on the, actually definitely some factory tint on the back there. Nothing, very, very little on the back three mirrors. Very, very little. And it looks like there might even be a small amount of tint on the front windows too. I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell. But either way, that's what she looks like now. All right guys, so I just got my windows tinted. It's definitely darker in here now. I went with 35%. I can't roll down my windows, so I gotta put on the AC. What I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna head to a parking lot somewhere underground and take the camera out, give you guys a nice little panoramic view of what I got done. And yeah, then I'm gonna go, I just picked up a bunch of cleaning supplies, which is in my wife's car, unfortunately, so I need to go and get that from her. And I'm gonna head to the gym. There was one other thing that I needed to do today, and I don't remember what it is. Either way, we're gonna be doing our first wash today as well. But I do really, really like the look of the tint. I'm very, very happy with it. I really wanted to get 20% because it just makes it look meaner, but it's illegal here to have tint like that. And I already had trouble, not trouble, but I've already been kind of harassed by the cops a bit the other night. So the last thing I want to do is have a reason for cops to pull me over every day. So I decided to go with the 35%. It looks phenomenal. You guys are gonna like it, hopefully. And yeah, I'll show you guys in just a few. See you in a minute. All right, guys, I am at my old elementary school. Look at that, Chebucto Heights. This brings back memories. And there she is, the Bowsette herself. So, the tint is done. He said it's gonna look a little hazy and weird for about 24 hours. I can't roll down my windows or anything. But once again, went with the 35%, mainly because if I went with 20, I will definitely get pulled over and be given a fine, as you are not allowed to really tint your front windows at all, to be honest with you. But 35%, he said he does them all the time, and the cops don't give you a hard time about it, mainly because there's a lot of cars out there, factory, that come 35%. And there's just no way I wanted to just tint the back three windows. It looks a little weird. I had it on my BMW, and I didn't really like it all that much. I mean, it's still nicer than stock, like having nothing, but 35% all the way around just looks phenomenal. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. It's a nice little accent to the black rims and all the carbon fiber that's on there. Would have loved to have gotten the 20% to make it even darker, but we've got to follow the law to an extent. But there it is, guys. The first modification on the Bowsette herself. She's dirty. I just got all the cleaning supplies today, and I'm actually going to pick up another GoPro as well, so I got to do that before I head home. But there she is, 35%. Absolutely love it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below.